Sacerdote Aloysia can sound a bit overzealous in her sermons, but those who listen are inspired without fail. Are you also looking to receive the blessing of the White Strake? Indeed, it's quite popular. All the soldiers want double rewards for their efforts on the battlefield. If you know the legend of Pelinal Whitestrake and Saint Alessia, you're on the path to understanding. If not, well, those who accept the blessing are renowned for their brave deeds in days thereafter. Surely that's something your people value. Holy Writ states that at the Battle of Helden, fierce Pelinal's face and hair were covered in the blood of righteously slaughtered Aelids. Anoint yourself likewise in honor of his prowess, and return to me. He was the firebrand who led the fight for freedom against our brutal taskmasters, the Aelids. We hold that his actions were divinely inspired. The Bridge of Helden was one of his many victories, unifying the tribes of men against the elves. Once, we preached Alessia's truth in the temple district of the Imperial City, before its siege and sacking by Molag Bal. Many fell, but many fled, to carry on our work outside the city walls. We made an arrangement with the general. In return for the garrison's protection, we would bestow blessings on any of your alliance who ask for them. A few of us were taken into custody as a precaution, but I'm assured they're being well treated. So, how was it? Speak! Do you feel invigorated, imbued with righteous power, or perhaps struck dumb with awe by a vision of Saint Alessia herself? Go ahead, reveal to all your holy transmogrification! Oh, well, everyone's experience is different, to be sure. But don't let that keep you from getting out there and making a legend for yourself. The White Strake will walk in your steps and goad you to righteous fury! Though Pelinal is seen as a controversial figure by some, none can dispute the mark he left on our land and culture. And so we cry, "Hail the White Strake!" Though Pelinal is seen as a controversial...
Maces, so... Well, if it isn't the wielder of the Wabbajack, we won't be turning anyone into cheese today, but all is not lost. And don't worry about these level-headed losers. No one can see me but you. You possess a special untapped talent for unhinged insanity. What does Shea Gorath always want? I am the Mad Star! The Mad God! Ironically, I'm actually quite happy. But I'm neither here nor anywhere. All that matters at the moment is infusing some entertainment into this dreadfully dull bloodshed. Well, not with that attitude, is it? I can teach you a trick that will swing the war in your alliance's favor while bringing a smile to the ever-changing face of your favorite Daedric prince. I'm talking about me, just in case that wasn't clear. I don't mind you mortals constantly murdering each other, but would it kill you to crack more skulls? Oh, I think I have just the thing. That, my mortal friend, is a dangerous and delicious inquiry. I want to give you the power of Volendrong. Now don't be fooled by the funny name. Malakath's giant hammer is no laughing matter. Unless you're like me and you enjoy watching skulls explode. Of course not. I simply borrowed it for an indeterminate amount of time. And now you can borrow it from me to shower the battlefield with the brains of your enemies. I don't recommend literally showering in anyone's brains, by the way. Too slippery. Back in Cheesemonger's Hollow with the rest of me madness. Would you like to visit? I can open a portal and take us there right now. I don't know how often you travel by portal, but it really is quite nice. Follow me to all of the cheese-laden madness a mortal mind can grant. There's Volendrong. Wow. Take it. Touch it. Love it. True Daedric artifact, my friend. By the way, I forgot to mention that if you don't feel Volendrong's souls, it'll feed on yours. as entertaining as I'd hoped. I've always said that everything is better with exploding heads. You have to use this hammer in the Three Banners War. I might finally be able to watch an entire battle without falling asleep. Alright, Paul already took care of that problem for you, soul-driven. Volundrum could kill you once you're done with it. Or someone else could kill you first. Or you can stop worrying about it and hit someone in the head with an enchanted hammer. You can't leave Malakat's enchanted murder hammer lying around for just anyone to pick up. You can always bring it back here to play with. Uncle Sheo's house, Uncle Sheo's rules. And if you pick up a greater artifact in Cyrodiil, you're committed. Confusion and guilt are my bread and butter. Madness is my cheese. Moral fortitude is my moulin chèvre salad. If I wasn't immortal, I'd be starving right now. We're done here. Get out! Happy head exploding! What are you still doing here? You're confused, aren't you? I get the feeling that you're a very confused person in general. You have that look about you. I appreciate your boundless curiosity and understated thirst for power. A dependably entertaining and mentally malleable combination. I'll be borrowing many more items from my endlessly serious siblings. Someone has to keep them on their toes. Never again. If anyone's going to be turning mortals into cheese and sweet rolls, it'll be me. No one else is suited to wield such absurdly sweet power. Except for maybe the Daedric Demi-Prince of Pastries, but no one's seen her for a long time. It would be a shame if you happened to find it lying at your feet in Cyrodiil and had no idea how to use it. Pick it up and do your head splattering best. Just put it back when you've finished. Things tend to get lost around here. Mines, mostly.
Hark, Wayfarer. Tuwaka smiles upon you this day, Wayfarer, for you are not caught in the calamity at the main docks. By any chance, do you have experience dealing with the dead? Surely it is fate or the mighty hand of Ruptka that has steered you to our shores then, Wayfarer. The great King Baharajad has need of the aid of those with knowledge such as yours. Please visit the throne of the king at the heart of the sun-drenched sentinel. Your audience would do him well in this time of great need.
Will die, and then rise again to serve me! Charge!
The raw Netu have returned to the sea. The docks will soon smell of dead fish again, instead of dead people. And you, ride off the boat, and you slay the necromancer? Surely Tuwaka sent you to deliver us from this difficult situation. I am too. It has been many years since the plague of necromancy visited our shores. Though I am relieved the docks are clear, the events of this day are extremely disturbing. Thank you, Seafarer. It is better if I remain here to supervise as best I can, but I know the king would want to be informed of what has befallen us as soon as possible. The dead are sacred. It is what the people of Alikr have always believed and always will. Just as we respect our elders, so do we respect our ancestors. It would be dishonorable to strike them, and might even cause one to be cursed. Most people here deem them to be sacred law, not superstition. Even King Faharajad must respect our customs. If he were to ask his people to disrespect their ancestors, his rule would swiftly come to an end. These dark arts are not practiced by our people, but yes, we have experienced the plague of necromancy in the past. Fighting these plagues has always required great sacrifice. Those who have fought the dead have been dishonored, cast out.
As soon as I finish taking inventory, I'm off to Wayrest. If you see a weasel-faced diplomat, tell him he'll have to book passage with a different captain.
I always hated this boat. Now I'm going to have to pay some Argonians to yank the damn thing out. To Sovngarde with the Alikr!
Fair winds and blessings, my friend. Indeed it did. Yes, well, the city guard was taking some interest in my cargo just before the attack. Their suspicions, while totally unfounded, could have caused some delays. I have a very tight schedule, you see. Now, I shall start again. Unsuspected this time.
I'm rather busy right now.
Tuwaka's breath. How could we have left so many bodies beneath the waves for this long? Had we cared for our honored dead properly and buried them, none of this would have happened.
The dry skins boats sink, and suddenly I am everyone's friend.
My countrymen prefer the simple elegance of the sword, but there is glory to be found in the bow and staff as well. If you have an eye for fine woodcraft, you'll want to see my stock.
Fine goods at fair prices.
No rest for the weary.
Only the finest wares here. Quality wares.
Cast your eyes over my wares. I swear by Tava's bright feathers, we've got everything you might need.
The wise cook knows that the secret to cooking is patience, and the right ingredients, of course. As it happens, I have such ingredients, all for sale at fair prices.
Can a lady drink?
There are foul doings at the docks. May Ansi's justice be visited upon those responsible. Greetings to the Sisters of the Sands. Sit and abide a while. Our inn is your oasis in the desert.
She ran from the dresses, she ran from the palm. She could not right stomach more high elven raw.
Your belly growls like a dune ripper. You should sit and abide for a while. Even the mightiest heroes have to eat.
If you're not careful, this desert air will turn your tongue to jerky. How about a drink?
Can't you see I'm reading here? Please leave me in peace.
Welcome to the Sisters of the Sand. Enjoy your stay, and let me know if you need anything. Didn't I mention my cousin owned this place? Perhaps it slipped my mind. Alethian and I have been to every tavern in the Covenant, and a few beside. It was time for a rest. You should see the man Alethian's taken up with. Quite a charmer.
Bound maids can till their fields, or fight behind their master's shield.
All these clothes, all this jewelry. Whatever is a poor Bosmer to do? Oh, one of those rich crown gentlemen has taken quite an interest in me. If he keeps showering me with gifts, I might end up with a ring. Wouldn't that be something? A ring in the desert, away from all the trees. If he plays his cards right, he's a good man, not just rich. I could see myself staying with him, and that says something. If only we could do something about this cursed heat.
I hope you're enjoying your stay at the Sisters of the Sand. Please be sure to let Rudabin know if you have any problems.
Poor Princess Lakana. Thank you for trying to save her.
Brave wayfarer, fellow undaunted, welcome to my desert. I see you remain unslain. A rarity for an undaunted. No creature, no man walks the sands of the Alikr without my knowing. I watch all, see all. For that, it is mine.
Greetings, bold adventurer. I'm Virik the White, servant of the Daggerfall Covenant and honorary member of the Undaunted. It's truly a pleasure to meet you. I'm told the newest members buy the drinks around here. What do you say, friend? Boo, anything on the menu will do just fine. Beggars can't be choosers, after all. Quite kind of you, my friend. Let us toast to your generosity.
You are undaunted. This one is glad to see a new member. She has nearly run out of bodies to climb over in a glorious rise to the top. You will help Twice Lucky with this, yes? Magnifico Jalid has been most uncooperative. It's the only way this one's victims ever survive. If they elude her once, she calls them lucky, and sharpens her claws for the next dance. But should they be twice lucky, and escape her claws once again, this one will relent and let them go free.
I don't feel so well.